Good morning everyone, it's Lynn from Lot 95 Designs, and today we're going to learn how to trace in our Bibles. A lot of people ask me how I get my images into my Bible. So I use two different things. This is a Lyra graphite pencil. It's like a big crayon, and I'll show you how I use that. And then the other thing I do is print off graphics, trace them. And I did my journaling on my computer, so I'll show you how I trace that using this amazing Pink Princess Crayola light up pad. Do you need to buy an expensive light pad? No. This was under $20 at Amazon. So let's get started. I'm just going to move this out of the way. The first thing I do is prep my Bible pages, and this is a page in Isaiah. So I'm just going to start prepping, and what I use is the TriArts Clear Gesso. I call it smooth like butter. It's just a really smooth, clear gesso that protects your pages from inks, markers, paints. I have a little supply comparison video, I think it's Technique Thursday #1, that shows you how to use these supplies in your Bible and how they work with different prep methods. So we go over some watercolor things and felts and sort of all the mediums you can use for Bible journaling. So just put this on going different ways. I'm gonna dry the page quick. And how's everybody's day? My day's going really well. It's bright, it's sunny the day I'm videoing this. This is a Friday, so I'm pretty excited it's Friday. And my house is nice and quiet. My puppies went to the lake with my son. So happy! I get some quiet time to shoot some videos and I don't have to do 14 takes because the rabbit's in the way. So I just tug a little bit on my paper here just to kind of keep it straight. And I prep every page because I'm really not sure at the beginning what I'm going to do. And I always give it 2 coats. So we'll just quickly do that. I'm just using a little foam brush I bought at Michael's, or I think in the States it's called Hobby Lobby. And you can, I think they were like $1. Or you can use makeup sponges, you can use pretty much everything, paintbrush, whatever you like. And I just took a Ranger craft mat, cut it in half, and it fits perfectly under the pages. So that's kind of a cool thing. So we'll dry this up with my well-worn heat tool. It's nice and colored. It's kind of crazy, I know. But I usually have paint all over me and all over everything, so today I'm trying to stay clean. Alright, so the page looks pretty good and done. We'll get that out of the way. So the next thing I do is I will grab my crayon. I will show you this part first. So what I do with the graphics, and these are from Cherry's Arts. She has amazing graphics, so I just printed out the ping files and I'm going to trace them into the Bible. So what I do is turn the page over, take the crayon, and literally just scribble on the back. So I just take the images and scribble with the crayon all over them. And I tried using the graphite sheets, but I get so messy and then I find it traces into my Bible. So I just use this big old crayon. I think it was $1 at the art store. I'll see if I can find a link for it at Amazon. So basically, this is it. Front and back. So then we're ready to trace this into the Bible. I'm just going to zoom in a bit so we can really see what's happening here. So we'll do one at the top. And you can cut them apart, and this is also from the dollar store. A friend of mine just gave me it. It's a hard kind of craft sheet. And then what I use is a stylus. So this one has 2 points on it, a really thin point. So that's what I use to trace with. So I guess, well, we could cut these up, probably make it a little bit easier to trace. Just sort of like that. We'll do a big one and a small one. Get those ready. So then what I do is just place it right side up onto my page. We'll decide where we're gonna put it, maybe right here. And then I just take the edge of the stylus, or you can use a pencil, and I just trace around the lines. And as you trace, it transfers the graphite from the back onto your Bible page. So this is a really clean way of transferring photos, because I can get pretty messy. And then you can pop it up and have a look and say, oh, there we go. So we'll do some of the leaves. And I don't draw well, so I really love using graphics that either I find for free on the internet, and I take lots of inspiration from other people's pages. So there we go, we have one traced into the Bible. And then I want to trace this one, but I want to tuck it underneath or over top. So let's do this one over top. What I did is just cut out some extra ones of these, and I'm just going to place it there, sort of as a mask. And then we can tuck this one. If we put it just over, I'm not sure where we want to put this one. Let's put it right here. And if you don't like it, you can just trace over it and erase it. The graphite pencil really traces well and erases well. So just a fun way of doing this. And you can add your own design to it. I think this is just a great way. And we'll have that leaf going off the page. So there's that one, and you can see where it's traced onto the mask. And if we pull the mask off, it looks like that flower is tucked behind. So a cool way of just doing that. And I think we'll tuck one more up in the corner here, just right like that. So we'll just trace quickly over this. I'm not going to make you watch my whole page because this is a long process. When I get to the coloring part, I may do another video of how I watercolor these and just fast forward it for you. Now we'll just have a leaf going off the side and a leaf going off the top. And again, pull off the mask, and it looks like we have 3 really nice flowers all tucked together. So then for my verse, I do it a little bit differently. You can do it this way, and that's totally fine. But I have a lot of fun with the Barbie tracing pad. I tell you peeps, this is the greatest thing. So I'm just gonna cut out my verse that I did on my computer. And then what I do is just put it on the tracing pad, turn on the little light. I phoned Crayola and I said, well, so what happens if I can't get batteries for this? And she goes, it's never gonna run out of batteries, it's lithium. So exciting. So what basically I do is just put my Bible page over, and then I can see the words, and I wanna tuck them up about there. So you can see through the pad. I'm going to zoom in a bit and see if we can see what I'm doing. So you can lightly see that under the page. So then what I do is I just use a pencil and trace over it. Just put it there, grab my little pencil, and I just trace. And sometimes I go in a dark room because I can't see my tracing pad really well during the day. And if you follow my videos, you know I have essential tremor, so it's hard for me to write, but I can do a pretty good job of tracing most days. And so this is what I do. And just trace. And then I go over it later with felt and erase the lines. And then add some color to it. And I'm good to go. So here's what the page looks like after we've got the flowers, we've got a couple of the words, and I will show you what I do with them later. So this is just a quick little video, and if you get the Barbie tracing pad, oh gosh, it comes with all these fun little things that you can give to your kids or your nieces. My nieces wanted them so bad, all the princesses, and they've been busy tracing and playing with those. So thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll see you next week.